For the last 25 years, Sports Illustrated has once a year raised the blood pressure of American sportsmen with still photographs of some of the most beautiful women in the world, each wearing a swimsuit that could be best described as not much more than skin tight.
Maria!
What?
Don't squint!
But now, in their anniversary year, they have brought the models to life in a home box office special that takes the viewer behind the scenes of the worldwide photography sessions. Along with the newest and youngest of the Sports Illustrated models, there are appearances by the old veterans, Christy Brinkley and Cheryl Teagues, looking spectacular at 41. There's Carol Alt, and there is Stephanie Seymour, and there is this year's cover girl, Kathy Ireland.
Attention, bouteille.
Kathy Ireland's $10,000 a day face and body have ignited a firestorm of interest for Sports Illustrated. She gets the most mail of all of their models. And after 6 years of posing for the swimsuit issues, she finally got her cover this week. But for all the sexy, sultry, sensual, and sensational looks that Kathy can throw at the camera, she is a young woman who knows where to come back down to earth. Just a mile from the Pacific Ocean, Kathy lives here in Santa Barbara with her husband of 6 months, Dr. Greg Olson. Dr. and Mrs. Olson unfortunately don't get to see a lot of each other because when you're the hottest model in the world, everyone wants to take your picture. Greg Olson says he's happy. He should be, but he does have one complaint.
Be a whole lot nicer if she'd come home sometimes from all of her work. She's really busy working, but besides that, she's just the most devoted, loving wife and wonderful, fun person.
Kathy Ireland broke a lot of hearts when she married Olson last August here in Santa Barbara. 25 years old, Kathy has been modeling since she was 17. She once had a paper route and has a favorite memory of a Dodger game when she was 11. It's a long way from Dodger Stadium to the beach at Cabo San Lucas, Mexico, but Kathy definitely proved it's possible to get from one place to the other.
I feel happy or honored or flattered when I, get something good with work, but it's not the type of thing that I feel real proud about myself or think that I've done something wonderful. I mean, all I do is pose, and that's not too challenging, or just like I don't feel like I'm a loser if I don't do so well. It's just not that type of profession. You're pretty limited to how far ahead you get. A lot of it has to do with luck and how you look, and I don't have much control over that.
Her cover this week is a personal triumph, but ironically, she almost didn't participate in the photo sessions at all because of a skiing accident.
I was doing the moguls, and I just kind of twisted weird. My skis didn't release, and I very badly injured my knee. I tore a ligament, and I pulled out a good-sized chunk of bone out of there, and I had to get rushed home, and I had 2 surgeries. I was lucky I have a good doctor. He worked on the same knee when I was 11. I had my paper out and crashed.
And while she loves the fun of working with the highly skilled professional photographers hired by Sports Illustrated, she candidly admits that sometimes modeling is no bed of roses.
I've met some real creeps. I really have met some real creepy people. And, it takes a lot to get me angry, but I've walked off jobs before. I've, when they've gotten too creepy. It's usually when you're first starting out, when the girls are starting out and the photographers know this and they try to see what they can get away with. But if you let them know that, it's business and that's all you're interested in, they leave you alone. Usually. If not, you slug them.
So even though she is seemingly one of the most desirable women on the planet, Kathy Ireland keeps her balance by living here in Santa Barbara, California, far from the bright lights of New York or Hollywood. She is the first to admit that with the help of her friends, her parents, and husband, she can keep her feet on the ground.